Our sex life is meaningful and adds to the overall health of our marriage. Years ago, I did a survey at a marriage conference, and I used this statement as a very low bar of expectation. What does meaningful even mean? It's open for personal interpretation. And yet, as I put this question out there to the 200 people attending, a good number of people answered no, that their sex life was not meaningful. Well, if that's the case, what are you supposed to do about it? In many cases, the reason a person's sex life is not meaningful is because there are other problems that are going on. Very rarely do problems originate in the bedroom. They often express themselves there, but they rarely originate there. For most couples, if they would strengthen their friendship and strengthen their partnership, their intimacy would take care of itself. And so if you're struggling with this, if your sex life isn't meaningful, chances are you simply need to work more on your friendship. If you would feel an emotional connection, if you would see one another in what is taking place, if you would be thoughtful toward each other, chances are your intimacy will take care of itself. But there are also some other things that you can do if you don't think your sex life is currently meaningful. One, be intentional. Begin to work on it. Communicate as a couple to say, hey, this isn't to the level that I want it to be, or this was a good experience the other night, and I want more of that. So be intentional in what's taking place. Also, look at the resources. Either get counseling, read a book. Many couples never read a book about sex, not realizing that some very basic tips of how to communicate, of how to actually perform, can dramatically change the experience of what is taking place. And yet, if you have a meaningful sex life, thank your spouse for it. Thank them for what they have given to you and what you've been able to create with one another. A meaningful sex life is not the ultimate issue in marriage, but it's also not a secondary issue. It is one of the primary elements of what it means to have a happy and successful marriage. Develop a meaningful sex life, and it will have a ripple effect into every area of your marriage.